In this case, we're going to do both these problems together because they're really similar and they don't take a ton of space, and they tell you in the directions that you don't have to write out the whole sample space because they're very large. So think like in this one, student randomly guesses answers to a 10-question true or false quiz. So that would be true, 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 true 10 times. Or if we're thinking about just the size of the sample space, there's 2 choices, true or false, for 10 questions. So it's 2 times 2 times 2, 10 times. And I think we saw in the PowerPoint note that's like 1024. So they just want you to describe the sample space. You don't have to write the entire thing. Just write enough that people get the idea that you know what's going on. So sometimes I like to start with the beginning and end ones. So I'd think, okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So one option is you could just have true on all 10 questions. And then I'll go dot, 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 and say somewhere in the middle of the sample space, you could just have a mix of true and falses. Obviously kind of in any order. Let's see how many I got there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So all the different combinations of doing this all the way across. And at the end, you could end up with 10 falses. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'd say even something like that with the dot, dot, dot shows the idea that you know what that would look like if you started writing them all out. You just don't want to write 1,000 of these. Okay, on 10, it says a student randomly guesses answers to a multiple choice with 10 questions, and the observation is the answer. So this one would be even longer. It'd be 5 to the 10th would be the size of it, even though we'll get into size more in 16.2. You have 5 choices for 10 different questions. So let's say you could start out with, if we're just thinking of the most bland kind of scenario, you could just start out with 10 A's. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then maybe you could go to something in the middle where you just have a mix of A, B's, and C's, and D's, and E's, A, E. You can see how it could get out to a lot of combinations here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just making sure I have 9, or actually 10 questions here. So in the middle, you could have all different combinations of that. And at the very end, I guess you could go all the way down, if you're trying to go in some kind of order, to one where you just have, you guessed E on every single question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you can write like this with a dot, dot, dot notation that it's too long to write the entire thing. You can also write out in words what you mean. This is probably the quicker way to do it. So this is what they mean when they say you don't have to write the whole sample space. Just give them an idea that you know what it would look like. You don't have to write out a list of 1,000 things.